Welcome back to Marketing Management N5. So in this video, I want to look at a question from the question paper of June 2025. So we are going to look at question 6, that is the last question that we have on that question paper. So our question 6, the first part reads distinguish between the following strategies, whereby we have got market testing 6.1.1. And then on the second part, we have got test marketing. So, of course, in terms of market testing, it is defined as a way to test multiple marketing scenarios. And then you select the most promising scenario for expansion. In other words, you are selecting the most promising market. So it is saved for products whose performance would be difficult to predict. So those are products that have got a performance that are difficult to predict can undergo market testing. So if you look now at test marketing now is a method that aims to explore consumer response to a product or marketing campaign by making it available on a limited basis to test markets. So that is what we have. On test marketing, we already have the market, so we are now testing the product whether it's going to be responded well by the consumers. Whereby in market testing, we are selecting the market that we are going to explore. So basically, that's what we have. So we have got a brief explanation that we have in terms of other sections of those two, whereby the market testing is the product is introduced to a select audience in a controlled environment who give their opinion about the product. Then you look at test marketing now. The product is marketed in a limited area of the market for a specific period of time. So basically, this is the explanation that we have in terms of market testing and test marketing. Then on number 2, name 4 advantages of brands for the marketer. So what are the advantages of brands? So you see that the first advantage is that manufacturers can use brands to control their market share. And the second one is that brands simplify and make product diversification easier. Also, brands are from the cornerstone of marketing communication decisions. They form the cornerstone of marketing communication decisions. Then we also have successful brands add value to the product. It is difficult to compare prices of products where the brands differ. So these are some of the points that we can include in terms of 6.2. Then move on to 6.3. List 2 advantages of a franchise to the franchisee. So you see that looking at the franchisee, it's an individual or a company that holds the franchise for the sale of goods, or it may be for the operation of a service. So that's the scenario that we have in terms of a franchisee. So the franchise itself, it's a contractual relationship between the licensor, which is the franchisor, and a licensee, which is the franchisee. That allows the business owner to use the license as a brand. So basically, this is the particular situation that we have between franchisee and franchisee, a franchise and franchisee. Then the question requires us to list 2 disadvantages of a franchise to the franchisee. So from the franchisee point of view, what are the disadvantages? So in terms of that, now we see that the contract is for a limited period. It is to be renewed by the franchisor. So you see that the franchisee has no authority in terms of renewing the contract. That's the disadvantage on the part of the franchisee. Then we've got little freedom due to a prescribed work schedule and also control by franchisor. The franchisor will be controlling, and that is a disadvantage from the point of view of the franchisee. High startup man required. A failure of one outlet may negatively affect other franchisees. So this is what we have 6.3. Then move on to 6.4. It is the name 5 advantages of seasonal discounts. So what exactly are seasonal discounts? So it's that seasonal discounts, these are discounts that don't come each period or regularly, but they come from time to time. So we are saying these are price reductions offered by businesses to stimulate sales during specific times of the year when demand is typically low. So that's the scenarios that we can see seasonal discounts. They come when we are having lower demand, which cannot be at any part of the year. So basically, that's what we have. So what are the advantages of seasonal discounts? So you'd see that the increased sales volume clears old inventory, attracts price-sensitive customers, boosts brand visibility, encourages bulk buying, improves cash flow, enhances customer loyalty. So this is what we have for that part. And then we'll go to 6.5, name 4 key tasks in retail management and planning. What are the key tasks in retail management? Retail management and obviously also retail planning. So retail management, basically, we are looking at the overall process of running retail processes, which includes tasks like staff training, inventory control, and also customer service. And the goal is to ensure there's profitability and customer satisfaction. That is on retail management. Retail planning is a strategic foundation for management, involving steps such as analyzing the market. It also involves setting the objectives. It also involves developing strategies for the retail mix and also implementation of plans. That is under retail planning. So our question requires us to come out with 4 key tasks in retail management and planning. So you'll see that the tasks that we have is to describe the target markets, develop the product, create the image and promotional strategy, select the correct store location, determine price levels, and control the retail mix. So this is what we have 6.5. We'll go to 6.6. Name 3 examples of psychological prices. What are the examples of psychological prices? So you'll see that psychological prices, it is a strategy that leverages consumer psychology to influence purchasing decisions by setting prices that appear more attractive. For example, we have got a good that is maybe 30 rand, and then it is priced as 29 rand 99 cents. So it's almost 30 rand, but it's a psychological that if you see it, it seems as if it's 29 rand, but it's almost 30 rand. So in that case, it becomes a psychological price. So the question requires us to name 3 examples of psychological prices. So the examples that we have got traditional price, an even price, and we've got prestige price. So those are the examples that we have. We'll go to the next part, which is now 6.7. Name 4 reasons why the storing of goods is necessary. Why do we store our goods? So reasons of storing goods, we have is because of varying demand. For example, the varying demand, maybe the goods might not be demanded at that point in time, so we have to store the goods. Speculation again, we might speculate that or anticipate that maybe prices are going to increase in the near future, and then we buy the products when prices are low, and then we resell them when we expect that those prices to be high. So this is speculation. So also seasonal production is also part of that. And then also we have attaining special allowances for purchases. So these are the points that we have, and this becomes the last part of the question 6 that we have. So thank you for listening, and hopefully the video was helpful. And please let's not forget to subscribe and share to our channel, and share the link to our colleagues who are doing marketing management L5. And let's meet again in the next video.